Hi, welcome back to Herb Warren's Drum Playroom. I hope you've been practicing. Today, we're going to talk about a relatively new series, and it's the Sabian HHX Complex. This series is very similar to the Evolution, except there's more hand hammering in the bell. The bell is drier. The cymbals are actually more musical, if you will. I'll show you what I mean. The hi-hats, they've come out with both 14 and 15. For this set, I asked for the 15s, and they're really killer. They project, and they project. So, as I mentioned, we have the complex 15 medium hi-hats. We have a 16 complex thin crash, a 17 complex thin crash, an 18 complex thin crash, and a 19 complex thin crash. We have a 21 complex medium ride, which you'll see what that sounds like in a little bit. Then we have a 12 and a 10 complex splash. You put them all together, they're very musical, and I'll show you what I mean. Here we go. So that is the Sabian HHX Complex series. It's really fun to play. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you got some ideas, even as much as setting up. I generally set up high to low, and then it gives me an opportunity not just to play in sequence, but if I do something like this, then I get a more diversified sound, and that I like a lot. So next time, we're going to do something a little different. What do you use for different genres of music? In my case, when I get a call for a gig, I really need to know what's expected, not just so much in my playing, but what kind of gig is it? What kind of music are they playing? Is it an everything gig? Okay. Is it R&B? Is it rock and roll? Is it jazz? Is it just jazz accompanying a vocalist? Or is it just like piano bass drums, or vibes piano bass drums, or vibes drums guitar? Every one of those helps me to determine what kind of a cymbal setup I want to use. I never mix. That's a matter of personal preference, but I believe that each company makes enough different kinds of cymbals so that you can really pull from anything you might have to create the right sound for the right music you're playing. So next time I'm going to do one which is just a perfect setup for a pure jazz gig. I hope you like it. That's it for today. Thanks again for visiting Herb Warren's drum channel. Remember, practice.